Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Appreciate you coming out. Beautiful day in Southwest Florida. Nice breeze out of the north. Birds are chirping. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. Clucky's happy. So this is a Troy-Bilt 21 inch. It's a self-propelled 675 Quantum. This came in recently. Guy had brought me, I believe it was a Craftsman weed eater. He had seen me out in the front and said, do you buy equipment? And I thought he was a scrapper, but he's a tree service guy. So I bought a 2-cycle weed whip from him. And then he come back shortly after, because I told him I'd buy stuff. I didn't know he was going to come back, and he brought this. So I gave 10 for this, and he also had a couple of Echoes. They're both the same, the GT225s, but the deal is they were missing parts. This one's missing a fuel tank cover, air filter cover. This one here was missing the recoil. So I checked compression on this one, and it was 119. I moved the recoil over to this one to check it, and we had 117 on the compression. So it says it was reconditioned. They had marked it on the case here with a date. So these are a couple of projects I'm going to work on since the compression's good. One's a 2011, the other's a 2012 curved shaft Echoes. So I gave 10 each for the Echo, so $30. I probably should have given only 5 each for the weed eaters. So this was on the tailgate, so I'm looking in here at the blade, and he's talking to me. He says, oh yeah, this just needs a carb clean. And then I see this. I says, well, it needs more than a carb clean. Blade's on upside down, and it's bent at a 90. So I don't know if this guy is a shyster or what. So I'm going to be cautious in the future. So I've been working on this thing. I've taken the carb off, determined I can't do anything with it. It's got so much corrosion. I wrote bad on the bowl. I went to try to remove the needle, and the needle is stuck in there. I ended up breaking the top of the needle off. It's so corroded, it's jammed in, and I won't be able to do anything with that. So I got a new carbs going on. You can see the filter's pretty rough, missing the flap here. I do have the cover for the front wheel drive, because I serviced this when it was up here. I took both wheels off. This wheel here was kind of dragging and not functioning, so I oiled up everything. Everything is moving as it should. Painted it after I degreased it. Went along here, spray painted everything, cleaned up the surface rust. So we're ready to put it back. I went ahead and painted the recoil. There was no gas in the tank, but I popped the cover, and I could smell the staleness. This thing had been sitting a long time. So let me give you some numbers here. I'll give you the engine number. This happens to be a 2008. Let me get in the sun. It looks like 126 Tango 020675 Bravo 208050962. I'll put that down below. So the Troy-Bilt model number is 12 Alpha 466 Mike 011. Beautiful Cleveland, Ohio, Troy-Bilt ink. Okay, so we got to add oil, and I got to get some fresh gas to put in this. So let's start putting this thing together. I'm going to do the carb. The air veins got to go on. I washed the backing plate, cleaned up everything. We got a new filter for it. So let's get busy. So I think we can just start. Put the Z-bent in here, and the 2 screws for that are right there. I also got like 3 attachments. He had like a blower for the weed eaters, but they don't go to this one. These are curved shafts with no detachable heads. He gave me a Turo head weed whip, a Ryobi blower head, and something else. So I think this is junk this guy found. Maybe had it hanging around the house. So he made 35. I gave 5 for the attachments. And hasn't been back, so maybe he will, maybe he won't. Okay, that's tight. I'm going to put the air vane on. Next, I'll need a 1/4-inch socket. Okay, we'll do that. I got the spring for it. I had the coil off. I cleaned that up, put it back on, gapped it with a business card. Let me grab the spring for that. Seems to be dragging. Is it catching on something? Because once it goes full open, it's not pulling back too quick. It's a little bit better. Okay. Recoil. We'll do recoil now. Get everything lined up. Sorry, Clucky, I just knocked you out. Okay. Gotta set that tin there. Okay, I think we're good. So look down below for the engine model number. I've got some spectacles on and they're not the strongest, but I'll bring out my real good cheaters and copy that down and put it below. Okay, just get that started. I go to the back, get these two started in case I got to twist, pull, shake, bake to get these lined up. So still got to grease the rear wheels. Both cables were extremely rusty and hardly moving, so I took both of them off. Hopefully the traction control cable's gonna suffice because that was dragging pretty bad. We're gonna have to see. It might be one I've got to replace. I think I salvaged the safety brake cable, but I have both of those in stock, so if I've got to remove and replace, I can do it. So sitting outside, cables were pretty rusty. And you can tell by the corrosion I showed you in the carburetor. This thing was sitting and it needed more than just a carb clean, according to the seller. Okay, that's tight. Let's go and do the tank. Okay, let me get the oil filler nut before I put the tank down, otherwise I won't be able to reach it. And that's 8mm. Okay, that's tight. Let me grab the 3 for the tank. These 3, they're 8s as well. They go right here on top of the recoil sheet metals. Get the holes lined up, get them started, and then we'll do the 10mm bolt here in the back with the plastic spacer. air filter backing plate after that, and then we put gas in it and top off the oil and see what she does. It's going to probably vibrate like the dickens with that 90-degree bend in the blade. Deck's not too bad. There's some surface rust pitting on this side, the left side. I don't think there's any rust through. I could wire brush it off and then spray paint it with some red. Okay, let's do the back one here on the tank. Put my spacer. Can I get the spacer in now? Probably should have did that first. I kind of manipulated it. And that's the 10. Okay, that's tight. Now backing plate. And I got the 3. No, did I screw up here? Yeah, I screwed up. I put the wrong screws up here on the tank. Okay. They're 8s too, but not the right 8s. Now these are for the backing plate. Okay. I better watch what I'm doing today. That's a rookie mistake. I think I salvaged a trap door off of a rusted out machine recently. I'm going to look around and change this bracket out with the whole complete deal. Bracket, spring, and plastic flap. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay, that's on. I had the plug off to paint the head, and that looked fine. Okay, I think we're snuggy, like a bug in a ruggy. Okay, let me grab some highly flammable petroleum product, and then we're gonna gas it. And I got oil nearby. I was gonna bring the gas out earlier, and I got sidetracked. That's what happens. Too many projects, so little time. But we're gonna bake it. We're gonna shake it. Maybe even rake it. And then you're gonna take it. Okay, let's go. Throw some non-ethanol. There's a sticker on the cover. It says no E85, maximum 10% ethanol allowed. So they shouldn't even have that on there. Maybe the newer ones do, or maybe they don't care what you use for gas. Okay, that should be plenty. Maybe I'll put it down for the oil. Check it on the ground, because my rear wheels are a little higher. I know we do need some. Okay, let's drop the table. That should be good enough to start it. The rear wheel adjusters need to be oiled up. Oh, I know what it is. It's that 90-degree bend catching on the table. Okay. All right, now it's oil. We leaking? That's what I was going to do. I looked at that twice, the hose clamp. Okay, we're not leaking. And just moving the breather tube. Okay, so that's good. Let's see what we got for oil. Oh, okay, we are good. We're in the hash marks, so we're good to start. I thought it was lower than it was. Okay, I'll get up there and pull on it. I got a string on the bail bar. Move the rope up to the hooky dooky. Take the rope off in case I gotta have an emergency stop. I have to fiddle with the rope. Okay, let's go. Okay, started right away, went to engage it, and I think the belt might be stretched. So I got to look at that. It wasn't driving the pulley, but it started pretty good. It did have a vibration, which I'm sure I'll get rid of once that blade's changed. It did have a vibration, but not a terrible one. Oh wow, that's worse than what I thought. One side's missing, and this side's a 90. Surprised it ran, surprised it didn't screw up the keyway. So I gotta remove this and kind of inspect the belt. Belt might be overstretched. It says something there. It's got a code and then made in Mexico. It's at 3086 or 3088. Okay, so I'm still happy. Still need some work, but I'm happy. Just gotta nail down the self-propelled and we'll be good to go. 2008 Troy-Bilt. It'll look something like this. It only came in with one screw. There should be two, so I got to dig up another screw for this cover. So a few more things. Not terrible. It's not the best. It's not the worst. 08 Troy-Bilt 675. You guys have a good day. Appreciate you coming out. checking out my channel. Aftermarket carbs a lot better than what was on it. The white dust death on that carburetor. Okay, tip you waitress and wait staff. You guys have a good day. Adios, amigos.